What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and here we are with our first ever Danmachi Battle Chronicle video. So, this may be a bit of a different video than usual. I'm not really different, obviously, I cover gacha games, but okay, I need to get off this screen. He's gonna keep saying the same things over and over, and it's gonna get tedious. Obviously, this is a bit different than my normal gacha, since I normally stick to Tales and SAO, but with Sword Art Online Versus taking essentially a year-long break, and my interest really being piqued in this game's release, I did want to make some videos on it. If people like it, I'll keep making videos. If not, then, you know, maybe this will be the only one you see. But I figured I would at least give it a go. So, the game released last night. The game has been live not even for 24 hours yet. Probably like a good, 16, 17 hours now. And I've been making some headway. As you can see, I've got a couple level 30s already. 2 Ultra Rares, 1 SSR at level 30, and then I've got a few other characters. So I just wanted to kind of do like an overall, I guess, kind of breakdown of what this game kind of is, and what I like about it, what I don't like about it, that kind of stuff. So let's start with what I like about it. I love the gameplay. We're just gonna go into a stage real quick. This game is exactly what I wish that SAO Versus had been. SAO Versus obviously went the route of you're just kind of in a big arena and you're either fighting mobs of enemies or you're fighting a big boss. This game, however, I'm gonna go to a lower stage just to kind of show things off. This game is more actually like going through a stage with your set team and, you know, clearing it to the end. So as you can see here, you get basically 3 characters per team. It's the same as SAO Versus. You get 3 characters. The only difference being, obviously, you have an assist character on each character. And each, you know, assist character will have their own special ability that will help out during combat, which is pretty cool. Obviously, the game is gonna be more beneficial if you're focusing on specific color teams. Obviously, recommended attribute for this stage is wind. I mean, obviously we have Ryu over here, who is a wind attribute, but that is how this game is gonna work. So it's gonna be very much like the other Danmachi game, which I've never made a video on before, where you're mostly going to be running the same colored teams. But obviously, in the beginning, you're not going to have fully colored teams to be running at the start, so it's obviously just more ideal for clearing content to just put your strongest characters forward. So let's go ahead and dive in. By the way, I am playing on the PC version. I do have it downloaded on my phone. That's where I initially first downloaded it. But once I started playing on PC, I like how this plays a lot more on PC. Like, actually being able to control my camera and my character's movements at the same time instead of having to, like, you know, flick my finger across the screen to change the camera. I'm still getting used to it. I normally don't play, like, action games on mouse and keyboard. Like, most of the time on mouse and keyboard on PC, I'm playing, like, MMOs and stuff like that, so it's a little bit different for me to actually be playing a game like this, but my videos will be on PC whenever you see me doing it. But it's not horrible on phone. It's kind of like with Genshin Impact. It's just a lot more manageable on PC, so I'm pretty happy with how it runs on here. So pretty cool. So as you can see, yeah, we're basically running through a stage, and you're actually fighting enemies as you go. This is what I don't mean to make this entire like beginning video about like what I wish SAO Versus had done, but I just really can't help it to a certain extent, because it's like, so far, besides like one thing that we're gonna go into later in the video, this game is doing everything right that I wanted it to, that I would have wanted, you know, a game like this to do. Of course, you can switch characters when you need to. Whoop. Yeah, it's a lot harder to dodge things on Well, I got hit by that. Okay. And there you go. That's the basis of how stages work. Obviously, some stages will have more actual boss enemies, but for the most part, that's kind of how that works. Certain characters will have like shields and stuff that you have to break, and having the correct element will help you break their shield faster. And if you don't break their shield, they'll pretty much one-shot your character. So you always want to, you don't always want to be spamming your skills and abilities because you might need them for a certain point of the fight. So there is a lot more strategy to this game than you would originally think. But that's pretty much the basis of how the gameplay works. Let's go over the different modes. So right now you've got story quests, which is obviously what we were just in. You've got training. Training is how you learn about all the different things that I was just talking about, like shield break, limit breaking characters, speed and attack attributes, battle items, all that kind of stuff. It teaches you what these different things do, and we'll go over them as we go through these menus. And then you've got daily quests, something you can do once per day. I do wish it was more than once because obviously I want to not always farm story mode for this kind of stuff, but it is what it is. So pretty much you just do this once per day to get all different kinds of currency and stuff to upgrade your characters. There's two other modes that are going to be here. This is for events. Obviously, the game just released, so it'll probably be a week or so before we get our first event. And then I have no idea what this is going to be. It just says, please wait until release. So probably some other, maybe there'll be like a tower mode or something like that, where, you know, you just keep clearing stages and you get rewards based on what you do. But this isn't like when I was heavily covering Unleashed Blading before it was coming out. Like, I don't know everything that's being added to the game. I haven't followed all the live streams and stuff. So I am more not in the know as to what this game is going to have compared to when I follow the SAO games. I did buy the Battle Pass. It wasn't too bad. It was like $10 for this, like, this Battle Pass makes the, once again, I'm going to compare again, so forgive me. Makes the SAO Versus one look not as great in comparison. Now, obviously, so with this, you get these tickets to get this Hestia card. Obviously, there's 50 stages, and it seems like each one of these tickets gives you a copy. You'll be able to get the full copies to, like, max dupe it out. So it's not a character, but it's a limited scene card, and scene cards will be important. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I mean, definitely as a whole, you're getting more than compared to the SAO one. The SAO one, you were pretty much buying the pass for the character. But here, you know, you get all these kinds of different rewards that aren't just going to be something you finish in like a week. How long does it? Yeah, you get 36 days, so it looks like each pass is going to be roughly like a month and a half to do. And then there's always daily stuff you can do, and then just overall season stuff to get you more points. So obviously playing daily is going to be very important for this kind of stuff. So I bought the first pass. We'll see how I like it, and obviously I'll keep, I mean, it's, you know, each pass is like $10, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously you got your usual mission tabs where you can get all kinds of different stuff. You've got your shop, which obviously paid stuff right here. I did buy this because it was only 100 paid currency and it was basically a free multi, so I figured why not. And then you have a daily free pack you can get every day. And then you also have this. I bought this one as well. This is like the SAO Versus equivalent, where, you know, you basically get currency every day, and then you just buy the thing. You get 800 out front, and then you'll get another 3,000 over the next 30 days. So pretty useful there. I just want to be prepared. And the reason I'm talking about all of this is to eventually go into the gacha, which we'll talk about here in a minute. This is the other shop for the different PvP modes. There's two PvP modes, one where you actually control your characters in Magic Stone Scramble, and another one is Battle Arena, where, kind of like in the other Danmachi gacha game, your team kind of fights on its own, but we'll go over that here in a second. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that now. So, Magic Stone Scramble is basically, it's if you were to compare it, it would be kind of like the Battle Royale in Sword Art Online Versus, but the only difference being you're not just playing against other people, you are playing against enemies as well. They're going to be NPC-controlled monsters that you want to kill, and the monsters drop stones, but you can also kill other players to get stones as well. Like, ones that they picked up, they'll drop them if you get like that. And then you have Battle Arena, which is, like I said, it's like War Game in Danmachi Memoria Freeze. So I'll just show it real quick. I'm not gonna show. I'll make a separate video for Magic Stone Scramble because it's like a 3 or 4 minute like match. So don't want to take up too much time with that, but we can at least show this real quick. Just make sure all my best things I have right now are on. So, go ahead and show us real quick because it goes by pretty quick. Basically, get 10 stamina you can use for the arena mode at any given time, and if you use all 10, it takes a total of 48 hours to recover all that stamina, which I don't really need too much. The character fighting. Oh wow, I was running it first, but then I kinda got screwed. Oh my god, the bell as well is like running through. Which is funny because I had such a higher power. You know, I had 14,000 power, that person had 10,000, but I still lost. It'll obviously work out better once I have the whole. Okay, so now we can go to, I guess we should go into the gacha now. So, I obviously didn't make a video on it because I was re-rolling like crazy, but your initial tutorial gacha, you can re-roll infinitely until you get the pull that you want. And what I also like about the tutorial gacha is it's not locked like a lot of gachas have kind of been doing ever since they do infinite re-rolls, where it's like, okay, you can only get one character and one ultra rare character, and it's only going to be the one in the last slot. In this, you can get as many as, I mean, not really as many as you want, but as many as you're lucky enough to get. So, as you saw on my, we can actually go back real quick. As you saw in my character list, I was able to get Ryu and Bell in my tutorial multi, and I also got a UR for Miak here. So, I was able to walk away with 3 ultra rares in my tutorial multi, so I was pretty happy about that. Now, I'm not really sure how to word this, but the gacha is the one thing I think people are going to have the biggest issue with, which is the most case in most games. Like, everything else about this game, I love. I love the arena modes. I love how the game plays just normally. At least on PC, like, it works really, really well. I'm fine with, you know, the upgrade system. Actually, before we go back into the gacha, let's go over the upgrade system. So, you have your usual level up stuff. When you hit a certain level, you need to limit break your characters. Obviously, level caps are free. Like, obviously, you just gotta grind the materials, and you can keep level increasing. And then, just like SAO Versus, you can awaken characters, giving them an overall stat boost if you manage to pull dupes of the same character. So I assume every time you pull a dupe of a UR, you get 10 of these crystals. But there is also the option to farm up free currency. I assume these will be in, like, events and, like, the arena shops and stuff like that. To awaken characters as well. So if there ever come out, you know, or when there is, like, limited seasonal characters and whatnot, you know, if you stockpile a bunch of these for, like, your favorite characters, and then you don't have to worry about pulling dupes, you can just awaken them yourself. And then you have skill level upgrades, all the different skills that a character has, you're able to upgrade with these pages and books that you're able to acquire through, like, the just farming missions and stuff like that. Or like exchanging from events. So we have 3 different things you can summon for, and just 4 different like things here. So you've got adventurers, which are your characters you actually use in the field. You have assists, who are characters that have abilities that can be activated during a stage, which obviously makes sense because the gods and goddesses in Danmachi don't fight themselves, except for a very few rare occasions. Like, there are a few of them that actually do fight. in certain instances, which I'm sure will happen at some point. Or they do something interesting like in the other Danmachi game, they had like a seasonal event where Hestia was essentially like a fighter. So that was one unit where she was actually an adventurer, so stuff like that. But then you have battle items, stuff you can obviously activate during battle. This is just base recovery stuff, so very cool stuff there. And then you have scene cards, which are just, you know, cool artworks that you equip to your character for another boost. So, like, obviously you get the stat boost right here, but also strength increase. When in battle, 10% strength increase to self. There you go. So, here's where the issue lies. Adventurers, assists, and scene cards are all in the summonable pool. That's where I think the biggest issue is going to come from people. I still think it's not going to matter as much because, unlike most gachas, it's not like you just have rares, SRs, and SSRs. In this game, go ahead and look at the gacha details. You have 4. You've got ultra rares, SSRs, SRs, and rares. And I believe, I know SSRs do. I don't know about SRs, but SSRs and ultra rares all have ultimate. So it's not like other gacha games where you only have rares, SRs, and SSRs. The SSRs have the ultimate attacks, and then the SRs and rares have nothing. Although rares have a 0% chance, and you're not pulling any rares here anyway. It looks like. But yeah, so you'll be able to build fine enough teams with SSRs. So SSRs, you have, you know, just in general, you have a 16% chance to pull an SSR whenever you're doing a multi. Or just a pull in general, you have a 16% chance. And of course, ultra rares as a whole have 6% chance. Because as you can see here, well, actually, I guess it would be 26% chance for an SSR. Because if you look here, assist and adventurers share a percentage pool, and then scene cards have their own percentage pool as well. And I'm already losing my voice. So it's not as bad. Like SSRs are going to come out a lot. You know, probably as much as we get new ultra rares. And obviously ultra rares are going to be like the top units, but I feel like you're still going to be able to do just fine with SSRs as well. So the starting ultra rares are Bell, Yamato, Ryu, Lefia, Done, Tiona, Bet, Gareth, Cassandra, interestingly, Aisha, Finn, and Riberia. Those are the adventurer ultra rares, which is pretty cool. So as a whole, ultra rares have a 6% chance, but obviously it is split between adventurer, assist, and scene cards. So I think that's the only issue people are really going to have. I'm probably going to do this paid one at some point. Even if I just got a dupe of Bell and Ryu, it would still be useful, but there are a number of ultra rares in here. I don't think I'll do these two, because I'm not like super worried about getting scene cards or assists for that. But yeah, so. And then right now you have your general gacha, which I've just been using pretty much the tickets I've been accumulating on this, just to kind of fill out my account a little bit more. But I'm not going to be spending any gems on this banner, because obviously I want to save for actual new banners, because this banner is literally the same as this one, it's just nothing is guaranteed. This one is just, you know, pretty much literally the same thing. So you've got all the ultra rares that are there, you've got all the SSRs and SRs. Oh yeah, and then the SSRs that we have here are Wealth, Eyes, Tiona, Bet, Gareth, Daphne, and that's it. So you've got, in terms of high rarity units, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. Yeah, so there are 19, unless I miscounted one. There are 19 high-rarity adventurers right at the beginning of the game. I actually am curious, though. Do SRs have ultimates? Oh, no, this isn't where I want to be. Let's go to upgrade. I can't imagine they would. Okay, they do. So even SRs have a, well, not like ultimates, but like they have an ability. Like what about Bell? What's yours? Lance charge. Okay, so they all have like a final ability. They have their normal attack, they have their 2 skills, and then they have kind of like a final one. So Lance charge, isn't that the same as his ultra rare one? Oh no, okay, he has Argonaut Firebolt for that one. But yeah, so all characters have an ultimate of some kind, so it's not as important. But I feel like, especially in early game, a lot of people are going to be running, you know, whatever ultra rares they started out with, and then a lot of these SSRs that people are going to pull moving forward. It does take a lot of, you know, materials to kind of level these characters up, so I'm not imagining you're going to see, like, max level teams right off the bat. I also don't know what the max level cap is going to be. I'm going to assume... Okay, it's 60, so you can limit break... So you can limit break 5 times, so units will be able to go level 60. Who knows if they're going to go beyond that at any point. I do like that you can see the max stats, though. So this is what her stats will be, I assume. If... Yeah, it says Awakened as well. So that means if you have max dupes, max limit break, max level... that's a pretty big power increase. She's basically doubling in power from what she is now. So very, very cool. Is there anything else to really go over in these first... Oh, obviously you've got these beginner missions that are really nice. Oh yeah, let's get this. That's the final one for stage 2 I had to complete. So that's another 1,500 Celis for me. And then, okay, you get a guaranteed UR character gotcha ticket. Okay. This is actually really good. Okay. So, I'm either going to get a new character again at the end of this one, or... I like that they specify character. It doesn't specify adventurer. So, the downside with that is that it could be anyone from, obviously, adventurers or assists as well. You could also end up with an assist. Saying character doesn't specifically merit you a... You're basically having a 50-50 shot, is what it comes down to. But I will still take it because obviously I don't have a ton of ultra rares right now. So even if I do just get another assist, it's still going to be useful to me because I have what? I only have 1 ultra rare assist anyway. I'm obviously using Hephaestus and another Miak right now, but I will not complain at all about getting some more. But yeah, other than that, obviously there's Familia stuff as well. I did make my own Familia. I'm not going to open it up just because I'm trying to get the people that I'm trying to get in first, and then maybe I'll open it up for other people to just apply if they want to. But for right now, I won't worry about that. But basically, Familia is just basically the guild feature as you rank up. Actually, it doesn't really matter. If people apply, whatever. So yeah, so it's pretty much what you expect from this. So every like 5 levels, you get like a discount needed for upgrades and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth it to be in a. Oh yeah, it doesn't even show my code here, so it's fine. But yeah, so you're able to. So when it says upgrades, I assume it means anytime you're doing anything in here, personally. So it is worth it to be in one of those. But other than that, I guess we can look at the exchange shop again. Yeah, they have some stuff in here. So obviously you've got SSR bonds that you can exchange, and then you also have these. You can get a total, it seems like per season of Magic Stone Scramble, you can get 1,000 Salus, which is pretty good. That's almost half a multi, so definitely worth doing that. And then you can get some regular tickets as well from the Battle Arena, as well as some of this other reward stuff, more SSR bonds and stuff like that. They do have a gacha thing, so when you save up 200 of these tokens from the normal banner, you're able to exchange for either a scene or a character ticket. Obviously, like I said, character can either be an assist or an adventurer. I assume that the pool of characters for this ticket will update as the pool of the banner itself updates. So it might be worth, you know, if you went crazy in the beginning of the game, don't use this ticket yet. Maybe wait a while. And then obviously this is from the Battle Pass. You can exchange for these keys to get these bonds. You can sell like scene cards and stuff like that for some of these keys. And then same thing with the gold, silver, and then result medals. I'm not sure what this is from. How do you get result medals? Oh, I think result medals are also just, actually I have no idea. Where do you get result medals from? Because I thought it would have been from, like, because you can sell your, some of your scene cards, like, you can convert them into these keys, but I'm not sure about the result medals. I guess someone down below will have to tell me where result medals are gotten from, because I really don't know. But of course, I have another thing to clear here. Oh yeah, because we played arena. But other than that, first impressions of the game are very good. I'm excited to see where events and stuff go. If events have, you know, actual story to them, I am considering doing like specific videos for these events. You know, like we run through, because it's pretty easy to do on PC. We'll like run through the story, do the actual stages, and all that stuff. So that's what I'm considering doing for this game moving forward. I don't think I'm not going to do like a full, obviously, because I've already, you know, done some of the story. I'm not going to do videos on like this story stuff. Although, just because it has all 4 seasons here, it doesn't mean the full story is in here, because as you can see, all it has for Season 1 of Danmachi is all the way up to the Blacksmith Wolf Plaza, which is not the end of Season 1. So obviously there is going to be more stuff that's added for each of these seasons as time goes on. But obviously at this current point, you know, if you clear all the way to Wealth, you get to start on Danmachi Season 2, which is kind of weird because obviously it's not like the end, but I'm guessing they assume that people who are playing this are aware of the story of Danmachi. It's just cool to kind of see more of the story animated, I suppose. But yeah, I don't think there's really too much else to go over here. I guess other than this, you can change, depending on the characters you own, you can change your home screen. It just depends like what familia you have here. So obviously you've got Hestia right here, and then you've got the actual familia over here. So you've got the 2 sides of the Loki familia, so you've got the guys and the girls, I'm assuming. Alright, you got Miyako over here, you got Hephaestus over here, and then you've got Ryu down here at Mamma Mia's. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have to say when it comes to the start of this game. So let me know what you guys think down below about this game. Are you excited to be playing it? Let me know how your initial summons went. And I guess my next video I make on this, I think I do want to make a video on the Magic Stone Scramble. I'll probably do that as its own separate video. But then after that, the next video I'll make will probably be whenever we get our first new banner or first new event, assuming people like this kind of content. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.